Welcome to my channel English Achievement. If you like my video, please like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. There is a strange truth that most people never hear. The richest people, did not start with money. They started with a decision. They were not born with confidence. They were not born with clarity. They were not born with power. They created all of it. And you can do the same. Even if you are starting from zero. Even if your life looks small right now. Even if society thinks you will never rise, the journey from nothing to wealth does not begin with money. It begins with mindset, choices, and courage. In this video I will share with you 12 powerful secrets that can help you change your life, build wealth, and transform your future. Even if you have absolutely nothing today. Read every secret carefully. Every line is written to help beginners understand difficult ideas in easy English. And if you truly follow these secrets, your life will never be the same. For more powerful lessons and daily motivation, subscribe to my channel English Achievement and turn on the notification bell. Join our community of learners who are taking control of their future, building wealth, and improving their English step by step. Don't miss any secrets that can change your life. Your journey starts here. Secret 1: start with one powerful decision. Every rich person you admire began with a moment when they said, "I will change my life." Not tomorrow, not next year, today. This single decision is stronger than money, education, or luck. Because when you decide to change, your brain begins to search for opportunities. You start to think differently, walk differently, and act differently. The biggest mistake people make is waiting for the perfect time. They wait for money, inspiration, support, or motivation. But the truth is simple. There is no perfect time. You must start where you are, with what you have and with the courage you can find inside yourself. When you accept this, your journey begins. Secret 2: think long-term, not short-term. Most people stay poor not because they lack talent, but because they think only about the next few days. They ask themselves, how can I feel good right now? They look for quick comfort, quick entertainment, quick results, and quick rewards. This is called short-term thinking, and it is one of the biggest reasons people never grow. Short-term thinking makes you chase things that give you pleasure today but steal your future. You scroll for hours because it feels easy. You buy small things to feel happy for a moment. You waste time on gossip, drama, and entertainment because it gives you fast emotions. You want success, but you want it fast, without building the skills that success demands. This mindset keeps people stuck for years. Long-term thinkers, on the other hand, see the world differently. They do not ask what feels good today. They ask what will make my life better in the next 5 or 10 years. Instead of chasing quick pleasure, they chase growth. Instead of wasting hours, they use their time to learn skills that will pay them forever. Instead of buying things to impress people, they save money so they can invest later. Instead of escaping problems, they face them and grow stronger. Long-term thinking changes the direction of your life because it changes the direction of your habits. Long-term thinkers understand a simple truth. You cannot get rich fast, but you can get rich for sure if you stay patient, consistent, and focused. Wealth is not built in a day. It is built slowly, like a tree growing from a seed. You water it daily with discipline. You protect it from distractions. You give it time, and one day it grows strong and powerful. This is why long-term thinkers always win. They build things, skills, businesses, habits, assets that keep growing even when they are sleeping. When you think long-term, your decisions change. You stop wasting time because you know time is an investment. You stop buying unnecessary things because you know money should grow, not disappear. You stop comparing yourself to others because you understand that real growth happens slowly. You start building a life that becomes bigger every year. This is why long-term thinking is not just a habit. It is a superpower. It turns ordinary people into successful people. It turns small efforts into big results. And it turns your present struggles into future freedom. When you start thinking long-term, your entire life will begin to rise. Secret 3. Build one skill that people care about. Many people dream of becoming rich, but dreams alone do not create money. Money comes from skills, not wishes, not luck, not hope. The truth is simple. Even if you start with zero money, zero connections, and zero experience, you can still build a skill that changes your life. Today, the world is full of skills that anyone can learn online. Marketing, sales, design, video editing, content creation, coding, teaching, communication, public speaking, and so many more. You do not need expensive classes. You do not need fancy tools. You only need a phone or a computer, internet, and a strong desire to improve. This is why your background does not decide your future. Your skills do. The richest people in the world are not magically talented. They are skilled. They took one area, one ability, and they trained it every single day until the world couldn't ignore them anymore. Think about it. People get paid because they solve problems. And you can only solve problems when you have a skill people care about. When you can design beautifully, companies want you. When you can sell confidently, businesses want you. When you can code, create, teach, or communicate clearly, the world opens its doors to you. You become valuable. And value always attracts money. The biggest mistake people make is jumping from one skill to another without mastering anything. They waste time learning a little bit of everything but not enough of anything. But real success comes from choosing one skill and going deep. Focus is your advantage. Pick one powerful skill and dedicate the next 6 months of your life to learning it seriously. Study it, practice it, watch tutorials, read books, do free projects, ask for feedback, become better every week. When you do this consistently, something amazing happens. You begin to stand out. A skill works like a seed. In the beginning, it feels small and fragile. You don't see results. You don't get money. You might feel impatient or discouraged. But if you keep watering the seed, practicing daily, learning every day, improving step by step, it slowly grows. One day it becomes a plant. Then it becomes a strong tree. Then it becomes a tree that gives fruit. Fruit that feeds you for life. This is why building one skill is the smartest path to wealth. A skill gives you confidence, power, and freedom. It allows you to work from anywhere, earn more than others, and build a life that grows every year. When you master a useful skill deeply, you will never be broke again because the world always pays for value. Secret 4. Stop wasting time. Time is your real capital. When people struggle financially, they often believe that money is their biggest problem. They think that if they just had a little more cash, a little more support, or a little more luck, everything in their life would finally change. But the truth is deeper and more surprising. Your real problem is not money. Your real problem is how you use your time. Time is the first form of wealth you own, even when you have nothing else, and how you use your hours decides how your future will look. Rich people do not have more hours in a day. They do not have a special clock that gives them extra time. They simply use their time differently. While ordinary people waste hours talking, gossiping, complaining, scrolling on social media, or chasing small distractions, the rich train themselves like athletes preparing for a championship. They guard their time like treasure. They avoid negative people who drain energy. They avoid activities that do not help them grow. They avoid the comfort that keeps them weak and the entertainment that keeps them stuck. Every minute of their day has a purpose. If you truly want to build wealth, you must begin to treat your time like gold. Think about it. Money lost can be earned again, but time lost never returns. Every hour spent on useless things is an hour stolen from your future success. Every wasted hour today creates poverty tomorrow. When you spend your life watching others achieve their dreams instead of building your own, you slowly destroy your chance for a better life. Time is your most important investment, especially when you are starting from nothing. On the other hand, every focused hour today creates freedom tomorrow. 1 hour spent learning a new skill makes you stronger. 1 hour spent practicing discipline makes you sharper. 1 hour spent working on your dreams brings you closer to financial independence. You may not see the results immediately, but time works like magic for those who respect it. Small, consistent actions create big results over months and years. Your time is your first capital. It is the foundation of your future wealth. If you use your time wisely, you can build skills, create opportunities, grow your income, and transform your entire life. But if you waste your time, even millions of dollars cannot save you. The world belongs to those who value their hours. Your future will belong to you the moment you decide to stop wasting time and start investing it with purpose. Secret 5. Build discipline. Even when you feel weak, many people believe that rich and successful individuals wake up every day full of energy, excitement, and motivation. They imagine that wealthy people always feel inspired to work, learn, and grow. But this belief is completely false. The real difference between the rich and the poor is not motivation. It is discipline. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a choice. And choices create results. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when every part of you wants to stop. It means studying when you are tired, working when you are bored, and practicing when your mind feels slow. It means showing up even on the days when your emotions scream, "Not today." Emotions are temporary. They change from hour to hour. If you depend on feelings, you will never be consistent. But discipline is steady, strong, and reliable. Discipline stays with you even when everything else feels weak. The truth is simple. Discipline is the bridge between nothing and success. It is the force that takes you from who you are to who you want to become. Most people fail not because they are stupid or unlucky, but because they depend on motivation. Motivation makes you excited for 1 week, but discipline keeps you growing for years. Motivation helps you start, but discipline helps you finish. When you depend on motivation, your life becomes unstable. Some days you work hard and some days you do nothing. This creates slow progress and weak results. But when you train discipline, your entire life changes. Discipline turns actions into habits. Habits turn days into progress. Progress turns months into transformation. And transformation turns dreams into reality. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Even practicing small actions every day builds massive strength over time. Waking up early, studying for 30 minutes, exercising for 10 minutes, practicing a skill daily. These small habits shape your future more than you can imagine. Rich people are not superhuman. They simply refuse to let feelings control their actions. They have trained their discipline so powerfully that even when they feel weak, tired, lazy, or unmotivated, they still move forward. They understand that success belongs to those who keep going, not to those who feel good. If you train discipline every day, even in small ways, money will eventually find you, opportunities will find you, success will find you. Because the world always rewards the person who keeps going, especially when it's hard. Discipline makes you unstoppable. And once you become unstoppable, nothing can prevent you from building the life you want. Secret 6. Learn to sell. Because everything in life is sales. You can spend years building a powerful skill, But if no one knows about it, your talent will stay hidden. This is why learning to sell is one of the most important steps to becoming wealthy. Many people think selling means begging, forcing, or manipulating. But that is not true at all. Selling simply means communicating value clearly. It means explaining how your skill or service can solve someone's problem. When you understand this, sales becomes easy, natural, and even enjoyable. Selling begins with confidence. You must learn to talk in a clear, calm, and strong voice. Confidence is not about shouting or showing off. It is about believing in what you offer. If you don't believe in your work, why should anyone else? Next, you must learn to understand people's problems. Every person has a need. Every business has a challenge. Every customer is looking for a solution. When you take the time to listen and understand, you become valuable. After you know the problem, you must show how your skill solves it. This is where real sales happen. You don't need fancy words. You don't need pressure. You just need honesty and clarity. When you speak to people in a way that makes them feel understood and supported, they naturally trust you. And trust is the foundation of all sales. Another important step is learning to ask for money without fear. Many talented people stay broke because they are afraid to charge for their work. They think asking for money makes them selfish or greedy. But that is a lie. People pay for value. When you give real value, asking for money is not wrong. It is fair. You must learn to say your price with confidence, without shaking, without apologizing, and without feeling guilty. But sales is not complete until you deliver what you promised. Rich people become rich because they deliver excellent results. They communicate well. They solve problems, and then they perform better than expected. This makes people trust them, respect them, and come back again. Poor people avoid conversations and opportunities because they are scared. They fear rejection, fear embarrassment, and fear judgment. These fears keep them invisible. If you learn sales, you gain a superpower. You can make money anywhere, even with zero capital. You can offer services, close clients, start freelance work, build a business, or promote your own brand. Sales opens doors that most people never see. And once you master the skill of selling, you will never be broke again, because the world always pays the person who knows how to communicate value. Secret 7. Create multiple income streams, but one at a time. Many people make the mistake of relying on only one source of income. They work one job, focus on one client, or build only one business and think it will last forever. But life is unpredictable. Jobs can disappear overnight. Businesses can fail unexpectedly. Clients can leave without warning. Relying on only one income is like walking on a thin rope over a deep canyon. One small mistake can cost you everything. This is why creating multiple streams of income is one of the most important steps toward real wealth. The rich understand this principle well. They do not put all their eggs in one basket, but they also know they cannot start 10 rivers at the same time. Instead, they begin by mastering one skill and turning it into a profitable source of income. They focus, improve, and make it work until it consistently produces results. Once that first stream is strong and stable, they move on to a second one, then a third. Step by step, stream by stream, their wealth grows like a network of rivers, flowing into a powerful ocean. Think of each income stream like a river. One river gives you water to survive. 2 rivers give you extra water, maybe even power. But many rivers flowing together create a kingdom, a life full of freedom, security, and choice. Each income stream reduces risk. Even if one stream slows down, the others keep flowing. This is the safety net that protects the rich from failure and gives them freedom to take bigger risks in business and life. The most important Rule is this: master one, then add another. If you try to start multiple streams at the same time without focus, you risk spreading yourself too thin. You may fail at all of them instead of succeeding at one. Step-by-step progress is better than scattered efforts. Focus, mastery, and patience build real wealth. Over time, when you understand this secret, you begin to see opportunities everywhere. Freelancing can become one stream. Investing can become another. A small side business can become another. Each stream adds stability and security to your life. By building income rivers one by one, you not only protect yourself from the uncertainties of life, but also create a powerful, unstoppable path toward financial freedom. Wealth is no longer a dream. It becomes a natural result of your disciplined actions. Secret 8. Live below your means and save aggressively. One of the biggest reasons people never get rich is simple. They spend money as if they already have it. They earn a little and immediately feel the need to look rich. They buy the latest phone, expensive clothes, new shoes, gadgets, or luxury items to impress others. They focus on appearances instead of building real wealth. This is a trap that keeps millions of people stuck in the cycle of earning and spending, never growing, never saving, never achieving financial freedom. The rich think differently in the beginning of their journey. They act like warriors with a mission. They save money aggressively, live simply, and avoid unnecessary expenses. They do not spend to impress anyone. Every dollar is treated as a tool to build the future, not as a temporary pleasure. For example, when they make $500, they may spend only $200 on necessities and save or invest the rest. When they make $1,000, they spend $400 and invest or save $600. This disciplined approach allows their money to grow while most people watch their earnings disappear. Saving aggressively is not just about money. It is about controlling your desires. Every time you resist buying something unnecessary, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you choose investment over instant gratification, you move one step closer to freedom. This is how ordinary people become extraordinary over time. Small choices repeated consistently create massive results. The ability to delay pleasure and focus on the bigger picture separates the wealthy from the poor. Living below your means is also a mindset. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop worrying about what people think. You focus only on your goals, your growth, and your future. You realize that the comfort you postpone today will become freedom and security tomorrow. Every dollar saved and invested is a seed that grows into a tree, a business, or an asset that will feed you for life. Your future depends entirely on how well you control your present desires. The more you save and invest today, the faster you build wealth. The more you resist the temptation to spend on appearances, the stronger your financial foundation becomes. In the journey from nothing to wealth, living below your means and saving aggressively is not optional. It is essential. This is the rule that creates security, opportunity, and true financial freedom. Secret 9. Invest early even if you start small. Many people believe that investing is only for the rich, that you need millions of dollars to make it work. But this is a false belief. You do not need a fortune to start investing. You only need consistency and the willingness to start. The earlier you begin, the more time your money has to grow. Investing is not about instant riches. It is about turning small, regular contributions into something much bigger over time. It is the secret that separates the wealthy from those who remain struggling even if both earn the same amount today. Investing can take many forms. You can invest in yourself by learning new skills or improving your knowledge. You can invest in courses that teach you valuable abilities. You can invest in books that expand your thinking, in tools that make your work more productive, or in small business ideas that can grow over time. You can also invest in financial assets such as index funds, stocks, or other assets that increase in value. What matters most is that you start. No matter how small your investment might seem at first, the magic of investing is inconsistency. Even if you start with just a few dollars, regular contributions over months and years create massive results. Think of it like planting seeds. Each small investment is a seed. If you plant one small seed every day, in 1 year you have 365 plants. In 5 years you have a forest. In 10 years you have a kingdom. The key is patience and persistence. Small efforts repeated consistently over time create extraordinary outcomes. Many people hesitate because they think the amount they can invest is too small to matter. This is a mistake. The size of the investment is less important than the habit of investing itself. By starting early, you give your investments time to compound, to grow on top of each other, and to create wealth you never imagined. Time is your greatest ally in investing. Investing is a bridge from small beginnings to great success. It is the tool that allows you to turn today's savings into tomorrow's financial freedom. Start now, even if your resources are limited. Invest in yourself, in knowledge, and in opportunities. Over time, your consistent efforts will grow into a life of security, wealth, and choice. The earlier you start, the stronger your future becomes. Secret 10. Control your environment. Avoid negative people. One of the most overlooked secrets to wealth is understanding the power of your environment. Your surroundings, the people you spend time with, and the energy you allow into your life have a direct impact on your success. If you spend most of your time with lazy people, you will absorb their habits and mindset, and eventually you will become lazy too. If you surround yourself with negative people who complain, blame, or focus on problems instead of solutions, you will start seeing the world through their lens. If you allow dream killers into your life, those who tell you that your goals are impossible or that you should stay realistic, they will slowly crush your confidence, motivation, and vision. This is why many capable people remain poor. Their environment keeps them small, limited, and stuck. If you want to rise, you must control your environment carefully. Surround yourself with people who think bigger, dream bigger, and work harder. Seek out individuals who push you to grow, who support your journey, and who inspire you to improve every day. These are the people who encourage you to step out of your comfort zone, learn new skills, and aim higher. When your environment is full of positivity, ambition, and discipline, you cannot help but be influenced in the right direction. Your thoughts, actions, and habits will naturally align with success. Sometimes finding the right people in your immediate surroundings can be difficult. In that case, look beyond your physical environment. The internet offers endless opportunities to connect with mentors, creators, and communities that encourage growth. Follow channels that teach success, habits, discipline, and skill development. Listen to motivational talks from people who have achieved what you want. Read books and watch videos that expand your mindset and open your eyes to new possibilities. Your online environment can be just as powerful as your physical one if you use it wisely. Your environment is like an elevator. It can either take you up toward success or down toward failure. Every choice you make about who you spend time with and what energy you allow in your life determines the direction you move. If you consciously design your environment, you create a life where growth is inevitable. If you ignore it, your surroundings will silently decide your limits for you. Control your environment. Avoid negative people. Surround yourself with growth, positivity, and inspiration. This simple yet powerful action can multiply your chances of achieving wealth and transforming your life in ways you never imagined. Secret 11. Be ready to fail many times. Many people fear failure as if it is the worst thing that can happen in life. They avoid taking risks, trying new ideas, or stepping out of their comfort zone because they are terrified of making mistakes. But here is the truth. Failure is not the end. It is the beginning. Every rich person you admire has failed many more times than the average person even dares to try. They have fallen, lost money, made wrong decisions, and faced embarrassment. Yet each failure became a stepping stone on their path to success. Failure is not something to fear. It is a powerful teacher that shows you what works, what does not, and how to grow stronger. The difference between the wealthy and the poor is not that the rich are smarter or luckier. It is that the rich are willing to experiment, try new ideas, and fail repeatedly. They take risks that others avoid. When their first plan does not work, they try again. When they lose money, they treat it as tuition for the next lesson. They rise after every fall, learn from every mistake, and keep moving forward. On the other hand, poor people often let fear stop them before they even begin. They avoid opportunities because they are scared of rejection, loss, or embarrassment. This fear keeps them small and stuck while the brave continue climbing. Every time you fail, you gain something valuable: knowledge, experience, and resilience. You grow sharper in your decisions, smarter in your strategies, and stronger in your determination. Each failure adds to your skill, your courage, and your understanding of the world. The path to wealth is not a straight road. It is filled with mountains, valleys, obstacles, and challenges. But the person who refuses to stop, who continues to learn from mistakes, and who keeps walking forward will always reach the treasure. It is important to embrace failure as part of your journey. Do not let mistakes discourage you. Instead, see them as proof that you are trying, learning, and growing. The people who achieve great wealth are not afraid to fall. They are afraid of never trying. The sooner you accept failure as a natural part of success, the faster you will rise. Each failure is a test, a lesson, and a push towards something bigger. Remember, every time you fall, you are one step closer to building the life, wealth, and freedom you desire. Keep walking, keep learning, and keep failing forward. Secret 12. Never stop learning. Become a student of life. The journey to wealth does not end with earning your first dollar or reaching a small milestone. True wealth grows when your mind grows. The richest people in the world understand this better than anyone. They know that money is a reflection of knowledge, creativity, and skill. That is why they read, study, experiment, and learn every single day. They treat their mind like a powerful machine that must be upgraded constantly. While others rest, scroll, or settle, successful people invest in their most valuable asset, themselves. To grow your wealth, you must commit to lifelong learning. This means understanding how money works, how businesses operate, and how human psychology drives behavior. You must learn how to communicate effectively, think clearly, make wise decisions, adapt to changing circumstances, and maintain discipline, even when challenges appear. Each of these areas is like a tool in your personal toolbox. The more tools you have, the more problems you can solve, the more opportunities you can seize, and the more value you can create in the world. Learning is not just about reading books or watching videos. It is about applying knowledge in real life. Experiment with what you learn. Try new strategies. Reflect on mistakes. Adjust your approach. Every new skill you acquire increases your earning power. Every new idea you implement expands your future possibilities. The world rewards those who are curious, persistent, and willing to grow. People who stop learning become invisible, predictable, and replaceable. People who learn every day become unstoppable, innovative, and indispensable. Becoming a student of life also means staying humble. No matter how much money you make or how successful you become, there is always something new to learn. Markets change, technologies evolve, and human behavior shifts. If you do not keep learning, you will be left behind. But if you embrace knowledge, practice, and constant improvement, you position yourself ahead of the crowd. The person who never stops learning becomes someone the world cannot ignore. A problem solver, a visionary, and a creator of opportunities. In the end, your wealth is a direct reflection of your knowledge, skills, and mindset. Every hour spent learning compounds like an investment. The richest people did not become rich by luck. They became rich because they upgraded their minds faster than anyone else. If you commit to learning every day, your future will grow in ways you cannot yet imagine. Knowledge is the seed, action is the water, and persistence is the sunlight. Together, they grow a life of wealth, freedom, and influence that lasts a lifetime. Final message: you can start from zero, but you must not stay there. Many people believe that money decides their future. But that is not true. Your future is shaped by your choices, your habits, your discipline, and your courage. Wealth does not arrive by luck. It comes to those who take action even when the path is difficult and the resources are limited. The truth is simple. The rich were once poor. The powerful were once weak. The confident were once afraid. The successful were once beginners. They all started from zero just like you. The difference is that they refused to stay at the bottom. If you follow the 12 secrets we discussed, your journey from nothing to wealth can begin today. Start by applying them step by step. Learn a skill. Save aggressively. Invest in yourself. Control your environment. Embrace failure as a teacher. Build discipline and patience. These are the tools that turn ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. On my channel, English Achievement, we explore these habits, principles, and strategies every day to help people like you take control of their life, grow their mind, and step into a future full of opportunities. Your environment, your knowledge, and your actions matter more than your bank balance. Remember, the world is full of opportunities. Your future is unwritten. Your best days are waiting for you, but they will not arrive unless you take action. Start now. Start small. Start with courage, determination, and consistency. Each decision you make today builds the foundation for the life you want tomorrow. One small step forward is enough to begin your climb from zero. Your new life full of freedom, growth, and wealth is just one decision away. The journey may be challenging, but it is worth it. And it begins with a single choice: to act. Choose to rise. Choose to grow. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.